Welcome fellow learners. In this part, we will be discussing the 6 marks questions of the chapter Deep Water, which is written by William Douglas. Let us jump on to the first question. The first question is, all we have to fear is fear itself. Describe Douglas's experience which led to making of the statement. This is a very powerful statement which the author has mentioned. This statement was originally spoken by Roosevelt. So this statement had a very deep meaning for author. What made him mentioning this statement in the chapter? These reasons are to be mentioned by us. So the first reason, now we'll go on to discuss these reasons. Fear is what we have to worry about as it inhibits our functioning. Obviously, the fear of trying a new thing, it is what we have to worry about. This is what we have to worry about, this is what we have to work on, because that is what stops us from trying new things. Douglas had experienced both the sensation of dying and terror that the fear of death can cause. So that is why he made a remark that all we have to fear is fear itself. हमें सिर्फ डर से डरना है, ना कि किसी न्यू चीज को ट्राई करने से. He had a sensation of dying. He was so close to death that now his will to live grew in intensity. Strong will, determination, courage, as well as honest labor won over all his terrors and fears. The will to live brushed aside all his fears. His strong will, he was so strong-willed, he was so determined, and he was so courageous, and as well as his honest labor, his honest efforts made him win over all his fears. He trained under an instructor 6 months. He went over 2 water bodies after being instructed by the professional swimmer. So these are all the efforts that he made, and even at the time of the horrific incident, he didn't lose all his hope. All of these values that Douglas had in his personality, this made him realize that how important it is to put aside all your fears and just try to live. So in reality, all our fears are only psychological. This is all in our minds. Fear is all in our minds, and it is nothing, it is totally baseless. It can be easily won over if we have strong will and determination like the author. If we can control our mind, we can obviously control our mind, we can train our mind to function in a certain way. If we can control it, so why cannot we come over a fear? This realization makes Douglas resolve to learn swimming by engaging an instructor. So this realization that we can control our mind, we can make it work according to ourselves, this realization made Douglas feel that yes, I should learn swimming even if I have to hire professional help. This instructor, piece by piece, built a swimmer out of him. So when Douglas tried and swam he swam the length of the pool up and down, small traces of old terror of water would return. So we would also talk about the incident when the old terror would return. Even when he went to Lake Wentworth, this fear came up. So to remove this fear, he dived at Triggs Island and he went to Worm Lake. And he swam 2 miles across the lake to Stamp Act Island. So finally, after swimming in all these water bodies, he was certain that yes, he had conquered all his fears of water. So these are all the points. This is the conclusion of the story indirectly that we have to include in this question. And this is one of the most important questions of the chapter. Question 2. Describe the efforts made by Douglas to save himself from drowning in the YMCA swimming pool. In this specific question, we will be talking about all the 3 attempts that the author made to come up to the surface of the pool. So when the first is when his feet hit the bottom of the pool, Douglas summoned up all the strength and made a great swing upwards, thinking that he would bob up to the surface like a cork. But nothing happened. As we know, this attempt was a total failure. And now a great force was pulling him under. He was feeling as if weights were tied on his legs. So great force was pulling him under and he was paralyzed. He was even shrieking underwater and nobody was hearing him. And then in the midst of the terror came a touch of reason. So during the second attempt, as we would read in the chapter, when Douglas was slowly losing stamina, he suddenly became conscious that yes, when I touch the bottom, I have to jump. He suddenly remembered that when he to apply his strategy that he had made in the starting. And yet again, the jump did not make any difference. Obviously, the jump was not to make any difference because the pool was so deep at that end where Douglas was thrown by that boy. So stark terror took over him and he could not move his arms and legs. Now he tried and tried for 2 times. But finally, the third time, he ceased all his efforts. He stopped all his efforts and decided to relax. Blackness took over him, blackness took over his brain, and now he was not trying anymore. These are all the efforts made by him to save himself in the YMCA swimming pool. Question 3. The story Deep Water has made you realize that with determination and perseverance, one can accomplish the impossible. Write a paragraph in about 100 words on how a positive attitude and courage will aid you to achieve success in life. First, we'll try and understand the meaning of the question. The story Deep Water has made you realize that with determination and perseverance, one can accomplish the impossible. इस क्वेश्चन में ये बोल रहे हैं कि अगर हम एक चीज़ पर डटे रहें, हम परसेवरेंस शो करें, हम एक चीज़ पर डटे रहें और अपना मन लगाकर उस पर काम करें, तो हम उसे अकम्पलिश कर सकते हैं. We can even accomplish the impossible things. So we have to write on this specific statement. So determination and perseverance is a combination of attributes and abilities that drive people to set goals for themselves and then to take the initiative to achieve these goals. Right? This is a good starting line that you can use in this question. Douglas was able to overcome his fear of water by the values of positive attitude and courage. His positive attitude that nothing would happen to him, his positive attitude of strategizing the jump, and his courage of not losing his wits even when he was in a life-threatening situation. These values made him overcome his fear of water. Initially, he was afraid of water, but his grit and determination made him get an instructor to train him and overcome his fear. Determination today leads to our success tomorrow. It is that innate quality in our soul which comes to the surface when we face difficult tasks. Obviously, if we are determined today, we are successful tomorrow. If we think that yes, I need to achieve this thing, if we are determined from today itself, then only we will achieve that thing tomorrow. So it is determination is that unavoidable quality that comes up to surface whenever we are in a problem, whenever we face difficult tasks. So it's a reflection of our values taught to us by the society and circumstances, and it enables us to overcome all the obstacles. So determination and perseverance, they are the two qualities which are taught to us by the society and the circumstances and the difficult circumstances, and it enables us to overcome all the difficulties and harsh problems, harsh incidents that we have to face throughout the course of our lives.